Hello everyone. So it took us 6 hours to travel from the Windy Forest to Queen Elizabeth National Park. We check into the Elephant Hub Lodge, which is on the rim of Kiambura Gorge.
Queen Elizabeth National Park is one of Uganda's national park among the 10 that we have, and the second biggest with over 1,900 square kilometers. We have the 4 of Big 5. It is only the rhino that we don't have within the park, but still we have rhinos in the sanctuary. This is the channel where we shall do the boat cruise tomorrow.
The Kazinga Channel.
Yes, Kazinga Channel. And it connects Red George, which is far my right side,
Okay.
and Red Edward far my left side.
The dry seasons, which are June to September and December to February, are the best time to visit this park as animals congregate near water sources and vegetation is sparse. And our first glimpse of the wildlife was a big herd of elephants. Queen Elizabeth National Park is currently home to a thriving population of over 3,000 African elephants. There are two distinct species here, the large African savanna elephant and the smaller, more elusive African forest elephant. And actually, in the 1980s, poaching had reduced the numbers to as few as 150. Today, thanks to strict anti-poaching measures by the Ugandan Wildlife Authority, the population continues to grow and move freely across international borders. This herd had a large family of young calves and juveniles, and they were happily grazing in the distance. And then the matriarch kind of signaled to the herd, and they started to move towards us very slowly. As they came closer, we realized that they probably wanted to cross the path, and so we kind of retreated. As we moved on, we saw a lone bull elephant who was not really very happy that we were encroaching on his space. And then the highlight of our safari, the tree climbing lions of the Queen Elizabeth National Park, which are a world famous wildlife phenomena. It's primarily found in the Ishasha sector. While lions typically stay on the ground, this rare population has made lounging in trees a daily cultural habit. They are usually found sprawling across the sturdy branches of the sycamore, fig, and the acacia trees during the day. And when they have rested enough, they quietly climb down.
Can you see him? Yeah. There, he jumped down.
This lioness decides to stretch her legs a bit more on the ground.
No, she sat down there.
Here's another lioness who's had enough of the hot savanna ground and then decides to climb a tree. seeking cooler breeze and a shade in which to nap. After this amazing sunset experience, we spotted a herd of water bucks generally lounging around before it gets dark, and then also a family of warthogs, and they very sweetly were moving together, shying away from us generally. In the dry season, certain portions of the forests are cordoned off and set on fire by the authorities to regenerate fresh growth of plants in the rainy season, and this attracts more grazers into the forest. Day 2 of our safari begins with wild buffaloes and water bucks on the way. We enter the park through the main gate, and in about half an hour we are rewarded with a sighting of the old king himself. Although we just chanced upon him, this old lion is GPS collared. The GPS tagging serves many critical functions. By monitoring prides near the park boundaries, researchers can provide early warnings to local communities when lions are heading towards their livestock areas. It allows for the monitoring of the health, social dynamics and population trends of these predators. This lion spent most of his time changing positions, napping, and generally curious about us. But he, I think, had probably had a good kill last night, and therefore was very lethargic. And then our second sighting of the two lioness sisters who love the tree. Then, next, in the distance, we see the most elusive and solitary of the big four, the African leopard. This is the national animal of Uganda, the Ugandan kob. And he seems to be wary and standing at a distance from the sleeping leopard. After the early morning safari, we return back to our lodge. And here we are greeted by an uninvited guest on the porch. So we have a new guest here. And the monkey is trying to move out. Hello. Thank you so much. And before lunch, we decided to cool off a bit in the pool and then headed straight for the boat cruise. We reached the dock and it is very crowded, which is late in the afternoon. And this is one of the best times to glimpse wildlife on the Kazinga Channel. The boat cruise here costs about $30 per person and it's for 2 hours.
Lake George is at a higher altitude than Lake Edward, so water flows from Lake George downstream through the channel to Lake Edward. Lake Edward is shared by two countries. Uganda takes 21% of the Lake Edward, and Democratic Republic of Congo, which takes 79%. This Kazinga Channel is known for having the biggest concentration of hippos in Uganda, also called the World Hippos Paradise. It's an automatic assurance I have for you.
And she was right. 15 minutes into the cruise and we see a pod of hippos lazing on the banks. And we were about to see something which we had never seen before. As I panned the camera, I saw 2 juvenile hippos and they were generally expressing their dominance or playing with each other. God only knows, but they kept on and on at it for quite some time. Then we see Mama entering the scene, and she kind of decided that enough is enough. This was enough playtime for the day. The juveniles backed down, but only just. In the same vicinity, we see a Nile crocodile basking in the sun, and the great egret along with the hippos. And then I guess boys will be boys. As we cruise along this 40 kilometers long stretch, we come across big herds of elephants, and the channel is one of the best places to spot these giants up close.
Facing this side, you see it has a swollen feet.
This elephant here has a big swollen foot. It was caught in a snare about a year back, and it's not completely recovered, but the poor elephant is trying to get on with his life. And it is not uncommon here to see elephants and hippopotamuses coexisting together in the sweltering heat and respecting each other's spaces. We see one family of elephant moving away after having cooled off and had their fill of water, and we see another family taking the spot.
The African elephants because their ears are shaped like the African continental map.
The dominant predator in the Kazinga Channel is the Nile crocodile. Other reptiles like the water monitor lizard can also be seen. The channel also supports more than 60 water bird species that can easily be spotted from the boat.
The sound of the African fish eagles is our African continental sound, hence making it our African continental bird. This is a wounded buffalo. We come here also for recovery. You see on its back. Yeah, perfectly safe. Buffalo is known as the most dangerous among the big cows.
So this is our last day at Queen Elizabeth National Park. We are off for another game drive in the morning. We start our safari with a troop of baboons, the most common primates in the park. Next was a family of warthogs, and probably looking for food and scurrying away. Next, we spotted this lone hyena who was using this path to smell out a meal, but he looked like he had a mission of his own, so we decided to follow it. And we are back to the two sisters. They're right now snoozing and relaxing on the flat ground, but the sun is getting hotter, and I don't think it will be very long before they decide to climb and seek the shade of the trees. There are too many flies around to have a good nap. As the temperature rises, so does the lioness, and she is now thinking of making a move towards that tree. As she tries to adjust her body position, the other lioness, who is already up on the tree, is trying to adjust hers. So you see one sister who's comfortably perched on that perfect spot, while the other sister is struggling a bit. I don't think she's getting that right spot, the right angle, the right branch to rest her head. So she is struggling a bit and generally shuffling her position. Maybe now she is okay, or maybe not. Nope, it's not working out. She's not really very happy with that spot, so she moves away from that spot and tries to find a better one. After all, it's a long nap that she's going to take, and she wants that perfect shaded spot. And then we spot the carcass of a prey right next to their tree. So now we know why the lionesses are looking for that perfect shaded spot to have a nap. So, with the unique experience of the tree climbing lions of Ishasha to the fantastic wildlife concentration in the Kazinga Channel, Queen Elizabeth National Park truly is the pearl of Uganda. This adventure has been unforgettable. If you have enjoyed exploring this wild paradise, please subscribe for more travel adventures to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. So goodbye Queen Elizabeth National Park, and goodbye Elephant Happy Lodge.